So today I'm gonna be covering the update of Anime Vanguards, basically the recent one where they gave us an update on the not really three, but rather just one unit that every single last one of us are excited for. That's Goku, Vegeta, and Vegito. So it's basically 3 units in one, and I'm gonna be explaining it in today's video. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe because at 50k subscribers, we're gonna be doing a pretty big giveaway. And yeah, subscribe and join our Discord in the pinned comment down below, and let's get started. Bro, how the heck is this guy here? Who the heck is Ryan? How is Lil Bro here, bro? How is this guy here? How? Okay, so we are here now talking about Goku and Vegeta. I'm not gonna be, so this is my second time recording this part. I'm not gonna be covering what Goku and Vegeta does because I think Shrine already did a great job in explaining it, way better than I can. So I'm just gonna give you a brief rundown and I'm gonna give you my review on this unit. So Goku and Vegeta is a duo unit, which means they're kind of like Sung Jin Woo in Vanguard. Sorry, Sung Jin Woo and Igris Vanguard unit. Except here you can actually use both of them, right? So upon filling a meter, basically you fill the meter every time you attack enemies, and then once that swap meter is full, you can basically swap between Goku and Vegeta. And swapping between Goku and Vegeta does different things. Again, watch the video because it will explain it better than I can, okay? And then also right here, Goku has a nuke, which is a 1000% damage. So if his damage is like 30,000, that's 1000% over that 30,000, and that's going to be the nuke that he unleashes over the entire map. You can use this several times in the battle. I did confirm this with the developers. You can use it several times in battle. You can use it 5 times, 10 times if you want in leaderboards or infinite runs. However, you can only have one Spirit Bomb active at the time. It is multiple placement. Vegito is multiple placement, and he charges the nuke for 3 minutes as well. So basically, you can only have one of these Spirit Bombs charging at a time. You can't have like 3 Vegitos or 3 Gokus charging up a Spirit Bomb, but there is 3 placements of them. So basically, for Goku alone, Monarch is better on Goku, but I don't think Monarch is better on this unit. Remember that this unit, there's 3 different units in this one single unit. There's Goku, Vegeta, and then Vegito. So 3 units that does 3 very different things. This unit is very, very in-depth, and that's actually one of the reasons why they made a video for this unit, right? Now, let's actually take a look at Vegeta. Again, this is not going to be in-depth because I don't want to, just read what Shrine did. I think Shrine does a better job at explaining it. So just go watch this video from the Anime Vanguards official showcase. What I'm basically giving here is my review on this unit and how you can potentially use him. Vegeta is basically the one that has the fusion ability. Goku has the Spirit Bomb ability. Vegeta has the fusion ability, and they both get their abilities when they're maxed out. So Goku gets a Spirit Bomb at max, Vegeta gets a Spirit Bomb at max. Again, they are both just one unit, so you can swap between these 2 units essentially. So you have 2 abilities between Goku and Vegito. One is a Spirit Bomb, one is a fusion. Once they fuse, they're going to fuse into Super Saiyan Vegito, and this is why I think Monarch is not going to be the best, or Monarch could be the best trait for him, but the reason why I don't think Monarch is the best trait for him is because of what he does, right? Now, ignore this one right here. I'm not going to be reading this anymore because, again, it's literally just there. You can read it if you want to. But this one right here is the one that I really want to focus on, the All Right passive, right? Because this is something that is only unique to Vegito. If an enemy would attack an ally, it attacks this unit instead. Anytime this unit is attacked, increase range by 3% up to 30%. Attacks inflict rupture. We're gonna get back to that, right? And here in the third passive, there's a part here that's actually pretty good. Attacks ignore 50% of enemy damage reduction. Anytime an enemy attacks or applies a status effect on this unit, performs a counter attack on that enemy. So basically, every time a boss or NPC or unit attacks, they are going to be attacking Vegito instead of targeting your other units that can get stunned. Basically, this kind of buffs Gogeta because now, as long as Vegito is active on the battlefield, every unit that is going to attack will instead attack Vegito instead of attacking Gogeta. And then, every time they attack Vegito, Vegito will actually counter-attack them. Basically, what this means is now, as long as Vegito is on the battlefield, every single unit that you have will no longer be able to be stunned by attacks, by enemy attacks. They can, I think, still get stunned by explosion and all that, those other stuff, but they cannot be stunned by enemies, attacks from enemies anymore, which is actually really, really big, right? And apart from that, his attacks also inflict Rupture. And if you don't know what that means yet, Rupture is going to remove regen permanently. Vegito also ignores dodge, which is going to be very useful in Odyssey. And he also ignores 50% damage reduction, which again, those are very broken passives that he has. Now, the reason why I don't think Monarch's going to be the best on him is I think the second passive, now this is not confirmed right here, but I think the way the second passive works is okay, this is not confirmed, okay, this is just a theory because again, it's not mentioned here. I think the way it's gonna work is every unit that is within Vegito's range, instead of them getting attacked, I think it will attack Vegito instead, because I don't think it makes sense that it will cover the entire map. I think instead it will cover units that are inside Vegito's range, and any unit that is inside Vegito's range will be protected from stuns from enemies. I think that's how it's gonna work. But regardless, I do think that the way Vegito is being shaped right now is, I think he's being shaped as a passive support hybrid with DPS, because I do believe that he's gonna have great damage. But if you really take a look at his passives, he's more leaning towards that defensive and support unit type. Now, obviously, Goku and Vegeta can do damage. Goku can actually deal a nuke. Now, again, I mentioned earlier that this is most likely going to be a multiple placement unit. And if it is going to be a multiple placement unit, and I think Monarch's still going to be great, but I think Ethereal will be good, because if it is a multiple placement unit, you can have one unit be Vegito, one unit be Goku charging up a Spirit Bomb, and then another unit be Vegito again. So basically, if you have Ethereal on the unit instead of Monarch, you could have two Vegitos and then one Goku consistently charging up a Spirit Bomb. You could do that, right? So I think that's actually very, very cool, and I think that's actually very good kit. Like maybe have two Vegito at the front, one Goku at the back, because of his passive is charging up a super Spirit Bomb. Sorry. So yeah, this basically really is pretty nice. Again, I think Vegito will work well with both Monarch and Ethereal, but unless we see him face to face, only then are we gonna realize where he really works well with. Because like Songjinwoo Vanguard, right? Songjinwoo Vanguard with Monarch has his uses, but Songjinwoo Vanguard Deadeye has his uses as well. So I think it's gonna be the same for this unit right here, where Ethereal or Deadeye or Monarch, they're all gonna have its uses on this unit. Again, one thing to talk about, there's gonna be no double traits on Anime Vanguards, which is very, very nice. Anyways, pretty much it for my review on this unit. It's a very great unit, honestly, and that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.